And Eve is suddenly better. I was just analyzing the local plant life. It looks like the plants here are poisonous to mutants. Since this planet is overflowing with plants, it's as if this planet itself is poisonous to them. The poison affects their nerves and in some cases, their genes. No wonder their evolutions and behavior are out of whack. I have yet to observe any effects on your health, Jason. But for the time being, let's avoid having you leave your pilot suit. That might also explain the way you're feeling as well. As it stands, part of Eve has transformed into a mutant state. Something poisonous to mutants is likely poisonous to Eve as well. It's probably too much to hope for the poison to only kill the mutant cells inside your body. We shouldn't stick around here long. Jason, don't do anything crazy, okay? This planet is very different from every other mutant-infested planet we've visited so far. I've never seen anything like this before. I'd like to properly research it someday. But for now, we gotta keep going. Judging by the name of this place, Planet Stranger is fucking weird. It's a special case. And the character from Planet Stranger is... Inti creates, you were high when you made this, and quite frankly that's awesome. Planet Stranger is a reference to a Sunsoft game on the Game Boy called Trip World. And I've never even played that game, but apparently that was good enough to warrant a reference in this game. Okay, quick tip for this part right here. Get out as Jason and shoot the bugs, because with the tank, they take like a million goddamn hits. But with Jason's pea shooter, they go down in one hit, which is kind of strange. But I'm Tish. But getting back on subject with the Trip World references, I don't really see Trip World, I see more Fantasy Zone from Sega. Which is apparently also another property that Sunsoft had some involvement with. It's a strange case. Okay, you're going to hear me say either strange, special, or weird a lot in this video because the type of planet we're on. Anyway, is anybody interested in some melons? What? Flower! A metal attacker. There's one here too. Can you not hear me? Here we go again, one more time. Nice and loud. Ready? Flower! What? Miss, demanding a flower from someone you don't know is quite rude. Ugh! You're a major buzzkill! I totally saw you two, like, fell from space, right? Oh, yeah, we... I can't believe you came to attack us again. Totally lame. Huh? Yeah, like in that silver and purplish super fast ship. A silver and purple ship? Hold on a second. That wasn't... Like, totally no way so totally, you know... I'm not sure they do know, miss. I'm so awesome at beating up losers like you. She's so totally not listening to us. How the fuck did they get away with that? This is E10! Metal Attacker 06 Air. Pretty simple if you have the Burn Spark because you can just go into her hitbox and do damage that way. It also helps that she spends the first 5 or 10 seconds of the battle dashing back and forth towards you. And, yeah. Air is stupid. She also jumps up into the air and tries to stomp on you with a drill, which is easy to avoid. She's also got these turn-up missile torpedo things. I don't know what they are. We aren't your enemy. Please listen to us. Nah. Huh? Nope. I'm not a loser. I beg to differ. Miss Kana, please calm down. You're making a scene. Come on. Oh my, ever the handful she is. My humblest apologies to you. This young lady is Kana, pilot of the Nora MA-06 Air. I am her support droid, Kimwood, at your service. And this charming support animal is Yakupu. Ribbit Ribbit? Indeed, it seems that our support animals will get along quite splendidly. Now then, it is quite a coincidence that we have crossed paths. May I inquire as to what brought you here? Sure, actually. After that, we explained everything about our current situation. It seems that Kana had been attacked by another MA before we met. She then came to the conclusion that other MA pilots were enemies. I see. For the sake of Miss Eve's health, you set out on a journey. Oh yeah? That's right. If you could tell us anything you know about the access key, it would be a great help. Hey, I totally know all about it. Really? Then please tell us. No way! What? Why not? You know we're not your enemies, right? No way means no way! If you, bring me 3 kinds of fruit, I might change my mind and tell you about the key. 3 kinds of fruit? Could you be more specific? Jason looks like she's getting bent out of shape. Rude! I am in great shape! Not even a little bit bent. We should just do what she wants and find that fruit. Jeez. I guess we gotta track these things down. I'm terribly sorry. Miss Kana can be so stubborn sometimes. I know, right? She just gets like a total attitude. To obtain the fruit, you must pass through a troublesome rocky area. Please take this part. It will allow you to break through even solid rock. And here we get the lootly named Drill Smasher. This whole entire planet is a double entendre, Kana included. Not only does she have literal melons, but she's also a literal pothead. If you look up the definition of pothead in the dictionary, Kana's picture will be right next to it. Drill Smasher attacks by turning the bottom of G Sophia into a drill. Drill. Right. The drill will attack downward. As Kimwood mentioned, it's capable of destroying hard rocks. In battle, works best when you use it in midair after a jump. Drill, huh? Yes, drill! I never got that conversation. Why was Jason just repeating drill over and over again? I mean, you could drill Eve later, now's not the time. I didn't mean what you think I meant. Yes, I did. I was trying to make a dirty joke that time. The Drill Smasher is kind of like Knuckles' downward spiral attack from Sonic Advance, except this one is way quicker. And you can actually aim this one diagonally down instead of just straight downwards. Oh, and also, this music right here is just something amazing. Jason got the E rank and the composers had a stroke upon this discovery, thus they can't play the music correctly anymore. Okay, that's my last Sonic reference, I promise. But no, seriously, this is the worst song in the game, and even then it's still not that bad. It's played purposefully bad because... Stranger. That's all I can say for this place, it's Stranger. The dungeons on Stranger are a bit challenging. For one thing, you got enemies that constantly spawn in as you're trying to destroy a tree bark, so watch out for them, they might just spawn on top of you for all you know. This place is still not as bad as some of the later dungeons in the game. At least nothing instantly kills Jason. Oh god, I jinxed it. That world is not fun, but this world is, so let's cherish our time on this world while we can before we get to that one. The mutants here always spawn on the sides of this screen, they never appear in the middle for some reason. It's kinda strange. Strange, Puns. They suck sometimes. But what doesn't suck are life-ups. They're awesome. Our goal for Kana is to collect 3 different fruits for her. The 3 fruits are going to be scattered throughout the planet. And they're in some pretty dangerous locations too. In fact, we're going to need a power-up in order to access these locations without getting damaged. Here's the Drill Smasher in action. This could make a good offensive weapon, but to me it's just purely situational. I use it for the blocks and that's it. And even if you are using it as a weapon, you have to jump up and then manually try to aim towards the enemy in order to get the drop on them. In which case, why don't you just shoot the damn things? But never mind that, we're coming close to a checkpoint which will save all of our progress. Well shit, where am I going to save now? No checkpoint, but we do get a Planet Toy map out of the deal, which is something. Better than nothing at least. We're going to have to go to the left here and try to actually get into the water because the controls are kind of sucky. And by that I mean the water controls. It's like driving a tank underwater, which makes as much sense as driving a tank underwater. Let me elaborate. In water, it takes a bit for the tank to stop because there's extra momentum, unlike on land where the tank comes to a stop almost immediately. If you jump into water from above, the momentum will carry you down like usual. However, if you jump from below the water, because that makes sense, there are some sequences where the water is actually above you, like Centaur Man, the momentum will still carry you down. What I just picked up was an item called the Special Up. Those are new to BMC 2. The SP Up will increase your blue gauge by 25%, and there are 4 in the game total. The SP Ups, just like the Life Ups you get throughout the game, will overlay that respective bar with white. Soon that all blue bar will become an all white bar, and G Sophia will become even more powerful than the Sophia 3. All those weapons and technology in Jason's hands, nothing in the universe can stop Jason and G Sophia. Here's the part where you need a specific sub-weapon in order to get through this area, which I don't have yet. Say hello to Tippy Toe's plant thing. How many drugs were these guys on when they made this planet? Yeah, don't drive in that purple stuff, it hurts like hell. Right now I need to backtrack in order to find this damn weapon. At least that will give us the opportunity to explore Strangia in full, because, what a trippy world! And even more trippy is the character of Kana. If you thought Eve's design in BMC 3 was a bit overt, let me point you straight to Kana. She's a humanoid plant lady creature thing with a vase for a face. And realizing I just said that, it sounds like an Earthworm Jim character. But you must be asking, but you like this character, right? You like every character in the game. She's okay. I don't really like this character type. I've seen it a million times. She's the ditzy, airheaded, looks like she's not going to do anything worth a damn type of character. And my suspicions are half right. She doesn't really do much. And she's an airhead. But she does pull through in the end. The biggest takeaway I can gather from Kana is, how can we make this game even more fanservice-y without Eve's blueberry cinnamon roll disease? Or we just make a plant girl. Poison Ivy? No, an actual plant girl. Ah, genius. Some people might be turned off by the fan service in this game. I honestly make fun of it. It is fiction after all. I think we made a wrong turn. Strangia is oddly enough the only planet where I can't seem to find the damn map. Probably because there is no map on Strangia. The planet is straightforward for the most part, but there are some rooms where things may look a bit samey. It's not Metroid 1 levels of sameness though. Oh, fair comparison. A game from 1986 compared to a game from 2019. Of course the 2019 game is going to win. I will give the original Metroid credit for the twist ending and the music and being the first to actually do the exploratory gameplay like Zelda did. But it is rough. It's a rough game to go back to. It's really bad. I've played the original Metroid a couple of weeks ago to see how it's held up, and I'm glad that Super Metroid's a thing, because goddamn. I cannot go back to the original Metroid anymore. It's just not possible for me. I'm sure you guys at home have plenty of games where you have fond memories of it as a child or a teenager, and then you go back to play it again and it's just, you have a absolutely miserable time. It's like playing H-Milk in a cartridge or a CD. Like, what the fuck is this shit? For me, it is the original Metroid and the Genesis version of Tailspin. Now, I explained Metroid, I don't know why Tailspin on the Genesis. Maybe it's because of the really bizarre music, or the fact that your attack is a paddle ball. And hell, I think Tailspin on the NES is not too much better than the Genesis version, but it is the lesser of two evils in my opinion. Where's the sub-weapon at? Kana, help me! Okay, you're not going to help me, of course. I'll find it on my own eventually. The health and mana pickups are mutants. Some of them sprout wings and fly through the air, others grow legs and just start hopping around all over the place. Here we go, we're on the right track. The other doors in the previous area would have taken us back to Kana's doorstep. This part is bizarre. You just exit the tank as Jason, swim up here, and this turnip thing takes Eve and the tank with it. I mean, shit, if you're going to take one thing, just take the girl and leave the tank. I want the tank. No, wait, no, that's not right. Take the tank, I'll take the girl instead. Fuck, I don't even know what I want anymore. Those turnip things are more of an ally than an actual nuisance because they bring the Sophia further into the level. Use Drill Smasher on that blue screw-like thing and go up this waterfall, and then fall to the right here for this dungeon. This dungeon is where you get the weapon you need in order to retrieve Kana's fruits. I swear to God, Kana better make the best smoothie known to mankind to justify this fetch quest. Now I want a smoothie. Damn. That means I'm going to have to go outside. It's like 1,000 degrees out there. I'll brave the elements after this recording. Right next to a McDonald's anyway, so I'll just buy a milkshake from them. Anyway, we got more tree barks and respawning mutants to contend with. And this pink stuff on the floor is technically water, even though it's not. A Loch Ness Monster just appears out of the pink stuff like it is water, but Jason can stand on top of it like it's solid ground, or he's Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Frutnik. We couldn't get Jason Bourne, so Jason Frutnik had to fill in the role. We had to get a Jason somewhere. Take this section for example. We're standing on water! Makes no sense. But then again, there are planets where it rains metal and ice can reach like 1,000 degrees without melting. I've seen stranger things. Well, maybe not as strange as this place per se, but still. Anyway, there are a couple of rooms with minor enemies, and no real boss to the area. You just get the item and you get out. And this weapon is the definition of situational. I'm not even sure if it's even considered a weapon, it's just a counterattack for the Sophia, and it sucks. It's a spring type of weapon that will bounce you and the enemy up into the air. And you'll probably not use it as a weapon, you'll just use it for traversal. That's about it. Admittedly, that does make for a hilarious part if you do use the spring on one of the bosses later on. You bounce him up into the air with the spring, he'll just pause for a second, and then he'll fly off in embarrassment and try to do another attack. Got my charge ability back. It's an okay weapon. For it to be the second to last gun on the weapon meter, it's got its uses. And the charge shot is yet another reference to Mega Man X, besides Jason's Zero gear. You have to go up here. The item's going to be on the north side of this dungeon. What the hell does a tank need with a spring anyway? That seems kinda convoluted. Honestly, it just makes no sense. Alright, here's where the Loch Ness Monster type of enemies from Montage make an appearance, and it looks like they're wading through water, but in reality they just pop up through the ground. Strange. Maybe I am standing on solid ground. Those monsters just don't give a damn about physics. Oh, the shielded drones are back. They go down super quickly to the wide beam as well as your grenades. They pierce through the front. The item is going to be above this tree bark. And of course, a couple of buzzsaws will try to spawn in infinitely and ruin your mojo. So just stay on the outskirts of this little pink area and shoot the tree bark from outside it. There she is, the Repulsion Upper. Useful for getting around, but nothing else. Here's the Repulsion Upper in action. Jason's not impressed. There are no bloody explosions anywhere. But now we can finally get the fruits for Kana, so let's just go to the right of the screen here and use the drill smasher on this drill corkscrew thing again. This tree will spit out a seed which you'll need in order to... Oh, that was rude. Prick. Use the drill smasher again. This tree will spit out a seed which you'll need to plant in order to get one of the fruits. And yes, that is a one-time scripted event. The first bug will always try to grab the first nut. Unless you shoot at it and destroy it, of course. The other bugs don't grab any of your nuts for some reason. And yes, I know what I said. Use your spring in order to bounce the nut up the hills. You got a bunch of decoy enemies here, so just destroy them quickly and they'll become actual drops. These seizure-tastic bugs right here, they still take hundreds of hits with the tank's cannon, but they die in one hit to Jason's blaster rifle. As Eve mentioned earlier, whatever mutants that are on this planet had their genetics scrambled, so you can't expect to take them out conventionally. A massive blast from a metal attacker may just anger the damn mutant instead of actually killing it, but small arms fire... Oh wow, good job, you actually destroyed the damn thing. Hell yeah, here's the first fruit. I love the jingle that plays each time you collect an item. Time to backtrack a little bit. We need to get back to the area with the blocks. The next fruit is going to be to the left. We got an area with purplish lava and the tiptoeing creature platforming thing. Those are always fun. I thought I couldn't get back up there, but the spring came in handy. You see, the spring is a good item, just not a good weapon. It's touted as a weapon. But anyway, if the nut from the tree touches the lava, it instantly explodes and you have to try again. So you have to get this plant form. I'm gonna start calling it that now. You have to get this plant form over to that tree. This can be kinda tedious because the plant has a mind of its own and will go wherever the hell it wants, unless you jump off of it, so be sure to jump off as soon as it gets to the tree. Make sure the nut falls on plant form and just take it to the other side. It's simple enough, just a plant with legs carrying a tank and some sort of nut. What can possibly go wrong? I'll be back. Okay, take two. Let's not fling the nut in an opposite direction, shall we? Your best bet for getting this thing off of plant form is to just shoot it. Don't use the spring, otherwise you'll just jettison it, like I almost did. You'll jettison it into a different direction, and therefore it might go into the purple acid. And we got more decoys here. Hate these things. They don't do anything to the nuts, thank God, because that would suck if they just took your seed away and you're almost there to the vase. Seeds and nuts. And melons. This is probably my most under-the-radar dirty commentary of all time. Damn it, Kana, I blame you for this. Well, I'm looking on the bright side, and I didn't comment on Eve's motif of cats. Yet. 2 down, 1 to go. And this one is an apple or tomato or something, I don't know. Anyway, the last one is going to be on the right side. So plant form, onward and upwards. Here's the location for the last fruit. I was here earlier, but I couldn't access the area because I didn't have the spring ability. So let's right that wrong and actually get the damn fruit this time. This room is self-explanatory. You need the spring in order to jettison the plant form itself to higher ground. There we go. Hopefully the spring doesn't explode before we get to it. That's happened to me a couple of times. And use one more spring to bypass this water current, which is strangely floating above us. Like I said before, Centaur Man sequences. And with that jingle, we just grabbed all the items for Kana. Now let's go back and see her. What even is Kana, and how has Kenwood put up with her for so long? This absolutely makes no sense. If there's any support droid that's gotten the short end of the stick, it's definitely Kenwood. He had to grow Kana from the ground up, literally. That's not hyperbole. All the other support droids have at least landed on somewhat sentient planets. Not Kenwood though, he had the misfortune of landing here, where everything sucks. You brought the fruit you wanted. Now, about that access key. Cool your jets! Just like, wait a second. Deep breath. Here we go. Pop. Huh? Okay, come and get it. Kill the... Kana took the flowers she plucked from her head, along with the 3 fruits, and stuffed them into Yokopu's mouth. What the... Yokopu is like super special. He can mix all the goodies they eat, then he can make like a medicine out of it. All done. Here you go, Eve. This medicine's totally for you. Drink it up, like, all in one gulp. Medicine? What are you... Gah! Oh, my body feels so light. Awesome! But it's just for a while, so, like, don't get used to it. To get totally healed, I bet you have to, like, get to your planet. Only temporary, huh? Still, thank you, Kana. It's all good. I wanted to get some use out of that flower I totally worked hard to grow. I also kinda wanted to, like, tease you a bit too. My goodness, Miss Kana, you truly are a handful. Thank you. With that, can you tell us about that access key? Oh, that! Yeah, there's like totes no key here. Fell! You totally fell for it! Cease this tomfoolery, Kana. Please, take this data. A planetoid map. Yeah, it's like super fast, like planetoid! It appears that a mutant on that planetoid holds the key. As Kana mentioned, the planetoid revolves quite quickly, so take care. I wish we could assist you two more directly, but alas, we must take some time to repair error before we can act again. Understood. We can handle that mutant on our own. May you find fortune in battle. Bye-bye, flower! Oh god. Kana. Fucking Kana. That's gonna be the end of part 5. Tune in for part 6 of more Blaster Master. See you then.